Chennedy Carter has always been kind of up against the fence when speaking about this Caitlin Clark situation.
So I'm just like, it's like one of those things, like, it happens in basketball. I know people try to say, oh.
Do I think she screwed up with the hip check? Yeah, of course. Do I think she has been a not great teammate in the WNBA? Yeah, of course. But is she fun as hell to watch play basketball? Yeah.
2 minutes ago, the sports world was shaken once again. Chennedy Carter has finally broken her silence about the now infamous hit on Caitlin Clark. And instead of owning up to what millions saw as a blatant assault, she justified it.
In basketball a little bit, there's things called talking what you like to call smack or whatever everybody likes to call it.
Yeah.
Plays before things are said, you know, it's a part of basketball.
That's right. Carter brushed off the hit like it was just another play in the game, calling it normal and part of basketball. But anyone who saw the footage knows it wasn't normal. It was dirty, and it was personal.
Like, I don't think there's no justification for that. Like, to be honest, I don't think it was she went down the game saying she was going to do that, but come on, it was a little bit worse. Like, it was a much harder hit than she's talking about.
While Carter downplays her actions, Caitlin Clark continues to rise above it all. No trash talk, no drama, just buckets.
Listen, if people want to portray and paint the narrative that there are racial tensions in the WNBA as a result of Caitlin Clark, I would say that's their own problem. I think Caitlin Clark is doing the right thing, rising above all of the crap that she's had to endure. The amount of fouls committed on Caitlin Clark higher than any other player, flagrant fouls committed on Caitlin Clark higher than any other player. Caitlin Clark was worried about playing the game, and that is why she got Rookie of the Year. She was not worried about the BS.
The hit may have been aimed at her body, but it exposed something much deeper in the WNBA. The jealousy, the rivalry, and the growing target on Caitlin's back. And still, she keeps dominating with grace and confidence. This is bigger than one play. It's about how we treat greatness when it doesn't look how we expect it to.
As a rookie and making history. And so I understand her point of view. She wants to probably let other athletes shine. She also says, like, it's earned, not given. There are other people that can use that spotlight to compete as well.
Who's going to be the next face of the NBA? We don't get to decide that. The marketplace decides that. The people have chosen Caitlin Clark.
Before we dive in, if you're rocking with Caitlin Clark, if you believe in class, talent, and letting your game speak louder than your critics, then show your support right now. Drop a CC 100 in the comments to let the world know you're riding with Caitlin through it all. Let's make this loud. Let's make this clear.
That she still is not taking responsibility for her actions. She's finna blame this whole situation on Caitlin Clark supposedly talking smack to her. This is crazy, man. Let's get back to it.
The Clark era is just getting started. Let's set the scene. Caitlin Clark, the most talked about rookie in years, was doing what she always does, elevating the game, torching defenses, and drawing the spotlight.
What is she doing wrong? What more do you want from Caitlin Clark? Seriously, what more do you want from her? She's focusing on the game. She lifted her team up, got them to the playoffs, won Rookie of the Year, and then also is denouncing racial tensions when she's asked about it. I'm sorry, I don't see anything more that Caitlin Clark should have done or could have done.
So I think Caitlin, she moves because she knows people follow her no matter where she goes, and she's very strategic about dictating where her value is.
During a routine transition, as Clark was moving across the court, Chennedy Carter blindsided her with a body check, completely away from the ball.
After this controversial foul on Caitlin Clark.
Unnecessary.
Clark's Indiana Fever taking on the Chicago Sky on Saturday.
It wasn't a box out. It wasn't defense. It was a calculated off-ball hit meant to send a message. And it sent one loud and clear. But the message wasn't strength. It was desperation.
She was remarkable on top of the fact that she had to deal with so much hate when she got to the WNBA.
It was a stupid decision because it compromises what your ultimate goal is, which is to elevate the WNBA brand.
What makes this moment even more shocking is the way Caitlin responded. With absolute composure, she didn't shove back. She didn't even flinch. She walked away, focused on the game, not the drama.
When I look at Caitlin Clark, fans are tuning in to watch her. And you know who that's helping? Everybody else. It's helping the Asia Wilsons. It's helping everybody else, the Plums, all that.
They enjoy watching her play, her style, her energy, her shot. Whether it's because her game mirrors one of the greatest players in the NBA in Steph Curry or not, I don't know what it is.
That's what true professionalism looks like. And yet the broadcast, the crowd, and the internet exploded. Not just because of the foul itself, but because of what it represented. Caitlin Clark being targeted simply for being great.
If I was the WNBA, I would have considered a separate television package to a network on just Caitlin Clark games. I would have had two packages, the WNBA package, and then a separate, let's say, 15 to 18 game Caitlin Clark package.
Whether you like the Indiana Fever or not, whether you like Caitlin Clark or not, it has gotten to the point where we can no longer deny the fact that they are the biggest draw in the WNBA, and they proved that all of last season.
This wasn't about physicality. This was about frustration. And let's be honest here, this wasn't just part of basketball. We've all seen tough plays. We've all seen flagrant fouls. But what Carter did wasn't a basketball play. It was a cheap shot from behind.
Like, you can criticize, especially on the court, when somebody 100% cheap shots your favorite player. Like, there's a level of going at it, but we all know with Kennedy Carter, it went way too far. Like, we can be honest here, it did go way too far with Kennedy.
No warning, no ball in play. If the roles were reversed, if Clark had thrown that kind of hit, she'd be trending for all the wrong reasons and facing league fines within hours. The double standard is real, and Caitlin's grace under pressure made that difference crystal clear. But here's the wildest part. It didn't even rattle Caitlin. She got right back in rhythm, hit her shots, and led her team with the same poise we've seen all season.
We know that the WNBA numbers with her and versus the numbers in the WNBA without her also have a major gap. And this really makes us realize the power of Caitlin Clark, the appeal of Caitlin Clark.
While Carter tried to knock her down physically, Caitlin responded with buckets. That moment wasn't a setback. It was a statement. Clark showed the world exactly why she's the face of the future. Not just because of how she plays the game, but because of how she carries herself through everything that comes with being great.
She was remarkable on top of the fact that she had to deal with so much hate when she got to the WNBA.
When Chennedy Carter finally spoke out, everyone expected accountability. Instead, what we got was a masterclass in deflection. Rather than naming Caitlin Clark directly or owning the moment, Carter referred vaguely to somebody talking trash and claimed she was just reacting to normal basketball emotions.
I think a play before, maybe I was elbowed. Okay, that happens. Think the next play down, maybe something was said. And then maybe there was like a little clip of somebody like yelling in my face. And then we go down the court. Then I hit like a little bucket, you feel me? Come down, hit like a little nice little mid-range pull-up. And then I just like, just give her like a little like, I'm here. Like, I don't think it was.
But let's be clear. This wasn't trash talk gone too far. Caitlin didn't provoke anything. The footage doesn't lie. There was no confrontation, no words exchanged, just a full-force shoulder from behind, a blindside hit on the most-watched player in the league.
So yes, the WNBA was growing before Caitlin Clark. Make that abundantly clear. But it was growing incrementally compared to the exponential growth you're seeing now.
I remember when the WNBA started. I was thrilled. I was a fan. I couldn't believe it was an opportunity for me, a 5'2", 97-pound girl, to go play professional basketball. That wasn't going to happen for me. But the idea that it existed was special to me. And now she's offering that to not just little girls, but little boys as well. She's spread the fan base. So
even more baffling is Carter's repeated use of the phrase, a little tap. Seriously? A little tap that sent Caitlin Clark stumbling to the floor? A little tap that drew national media attention, crowd boos, and official league review?
You watch every game, every single game, to see if you can find any deflects in my game, and it's really nothing that you probably could say too much about. So then you have trolls, and that's why I said they're gonna be around regardless. But yeah, it was just like a nice little tap, like I'm here, not to harm you or anything. If you want to push somebody, you're gonna full force
but people
push
really
somebody.
made it
Come on. Carter compared her actions to NBA players pushing LeBron James out of bounds. But here's the problem with that analogy. Those were during live plays. This question mark. This was after the whistle,
You know what's crazy? Me and my brother went back and watched, and we seen a lot of clips in the NBA of guys getting like pushing LeBron. Like I think it was Jeff Teague or somebody who like pushed LeBron out of bounds. Like said, "Man, I was mad because like we couldn't stop him." So I'm just like, it's like one of those things. Like it happens in basketball. I know people try to say, "Oh, it's not one of those things."
It's not a personal thing. It's a competitive thing.
It happens in basketball, and like it's just one of those things.
No ball, no reason, no excuse. Comparing this to regular NBA physicality is not just dishonest, it's insulting to fans who know the game. Carter's attempt to rewrite history didn't stop there. She painted herself as the misunderstood competitor, claiming she was just caught up in the heat of the moment, but her tone gave her away. She wasn't apologizing, she was rationalizing. And even in the interview, she never said, "I messed up," never said, "I'm sorry." Instead, it felt like a PR move. A last-ditch attempt to clean up the mess just before WNBA training camps start.
I can't imagine this young lady, I don't want to use hate, but despised. And people just having, she brought some on herself a little bit because she's cocky for a good reason.
Confident.
And I love that about her. But to watch the dynamics and the media, they had their narrative. And I was pleased and proud to see the narrative wasn't the truth.
Because guess what? Carter's not even on a roster. And moments like this are exactly why.
I would like to see Chennedy Carter back in the WNBA at some point. I would like to see Chennedy Carter playing basketball because she has that ability. But clearly, her reputation, it's not even just her reputation. You WNBA teams and front offices and even other players feel a certain way about it, or else she would be on a roster. When it comes to who's better than who, there aren't more players on rosters, that are in the league that are better than Chennedy Carter. She is one of the top however many players that there are roster spots for, and better than that.
This isn't just about a flagrant foul anymore. It's about accountability, maturity, and the way athletes handle pressure. Caitlin Clark has had every reason to speak out, to retaliate, to fire back online, but she hasn't. She's let her game speak. Carter, on the other hand, is speaking loud and saying nothing.
Caitlin Clark is the GOAT.
She signed my jersey. I'm so happy. I'm crying. I'm so happy. This is the best day ever.
Caitlin Clark effect seems to be crazier than year one.
I love watching her score and just everything about her.
They went the extra mile just to watch her play here.
This is great news for women's basketball. Period.
She just brings so much passion to the game, and look at all these people that just want to come and see her.
It is no secret that the Indiana Fever are the most popular team in the WNBA. It is good for the entire WNBA.
In trying to justify the unjustifiable, Chennedy Carter only made one thing clear. This wasn't Caitlin Clark's moment of weakness. It was Carter's moment of exposure. While Chennedy Carter scrambles to explain away her actions, Caitlin Clark is simply leveling up. Every game, every possession, she continues to prove why she's not just the future of the WNBA, she's the now. Her skill.
There's so many players who cite you as an inspiration for their games, including Caitlin Clark, who's just absolutely a phenomenon in college. What's that next step like for her?
Next steps, in this generation, right? You have, I think, just so many more challenges of how to handle yourself as an adult, right? You go through that whirlwind of being a senior in college, transitioning into the W. And then the next step is how to become just an even better leader. And so much of leadership, I think, is listening and learning, and hopefully the more she can get connected to vets in the league and just different people and coaches and anyone that she can glean wisdom from of how to just continue to learn how to be as a connected and inspiring leader as she can be. And a lot of that is walking the walk and not just talking the talk. So she's already on her way, but continuing to have fun, continuing to anticipate how people are going to try to stop her, and being prepared as she can be for next season.
Her vision, her deep shooting range. Caitlin plays with a level of poise and IQ that can't be taught. She isn't just scoring points. She's changing the game, drawing millions of new eyes to women's basketball and inspiring the next generation of athletes. That's not just talent, that's impact.
Most points by a point guard in a season in WNBA history. Most double-doubles by a rookie guard in WNBA history. Most points by a rookie in WNBA history. Most assists by a rookie in the history of the WNBA. First WNBA rookie to record 2 triple-doubles. First triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history. First triple-double in Fever history. The first player to be named WNBA Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same month. First player in WNBA history with 20 or more points, 15 or more assists, and 5 or more rebounds in a game. She won Rookie of the Month 4 times. Eastern Conference Player of the Week 3 times. Single season rookie record for assists. Single season rookie record for 3-pointers. Single game record for assists, 19. Franchise record for most double-doubles, 3-pointers. Career 10 or more assists in a game. Franchise record for most career 10 or more assists in a game. Fastest WNBA player to reach 100 3-pointers. She did it in 34 games. Most assists by a rookie in a WNBA All-Star game, for which she received the most fan votes ever. 700,000 of those. Fastest player to reach 350 points and 150 assists to start a season, regardless of years in the league. People will say, pay more attention to the other folks. Like, she couldn't do it herself. You know, LeBron has teammates, Jordan had teammates. I understand.
Meanwhile, Carter's path tells a different story. Despite being one of the most electric scorers in the league, she's not on any WNBA roster. Why? It's not a lack of ability. It's a lack of trust. Teams see the headlines. They see the pattern from her exits with Atlanta, LA, and now Chicago. When your teammates and front offices don't believe you can be counted on, talent alone won't save you. That little tap Carter called normal, it became symbolic of why teams are hesitant to give her another chance. And here's the kicker. This incident didn't hurt Caitlin. It helped her. Fans rallied behind her. The media spotlight burned brighter. Her stock, both as a player and a brand, went up. That foul became a defining moment. Not because it stopped her, but because she brushed it off and kept balling. That's what winners do. While Carter vented online and tried to spin the narrative, Caitlin stayed silent and let the scoreboard talk.
But what they have done to the basketball audience is a travesty, an absolute disgusting travesty. And Steph Curry, I feel sorry for him because they're going to put it all on his shoulders this year.
Regular season viewership, it grew by 20% in 2023. It's grown by 180% now, which means it would take another 5 or 6 years to do what Caitlin Clark has done. Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years.
The truth is, this wasn't a rivalry. It was a revelation. Carter's hit didn't shake Caitlin. It spotlighted her. It revealed who carries themselves like a pro and who's still figuring it out. Caitlin Clark is everything the league needs: talent, maturity, class. Carter? She's the cautionary tale, a reminder that it takes more than highlights to lead a franchise, and the gap between them is only getting wider. So what are we really witnessing here? It's not just a controversy. It's not just another sports headline. What happened on that court and what's happened since is the story of a generational shift. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing the game. She's redefining it. She's doing it with skill, with poise, and with a maturity far beyond her years. And when she got blindsided, literally, she didn't fall. She rose. She stayed locked in, stayed focused, and reminded the world exactly who she is. The face of the future.
There is nobody interesting in the WNBA past or present except for Caitlin Clark. They've all shown themselves to be sexist, racist, petty, ridiculous.
What is she doing wrong? What more do you want from Caitlin Clark? Seriously, what more do you want from her?
It's killing you that a straight white woman has come into the League of Angry Lesbians and dominated everything.
Meanwhile, the other side of this moment, Chennedy Carter's justification, her interviews, her excuses, serve as a mirror reflecting how some people handle pressure, accountability, and legacy. The hit may have been physical, but the fallout has been much deeper. It showed the difference between someone who's ready to lead a franchise and someone who's still chasing stability. Carter had a chance to come clean, to grow, to show leadership, and instead she doubled down on denial. And let's be honest, this isn't just about basketball. This is about how we treat greatness, especially when it challenges the status quo.
WNBA's attendance had a record-breaking high in 20 years with a total of 2.3 million fans attending games. You know what the increase was from 2024 to 2023 in attendance? 48%. That's massive. That's the Caitlin Clark effect.
Phenomenon, yeah.
If Caitlin Clark gets injured, it's over with. Tom.
Every single one of you WNBA players, you better pray that Caitlin Clark doesn't get injured because she's keeping your league afloat.
Caitlin Clark is young, white, sharp shooting, and unapologetically confident in a league that's still evolving in its culture. That makes her a target. But what her critics didn't count on was her resilience. She doesn't need to clap back online. She doesn't need to start drama. Her game and the scoreboard do all the talking. This moment should serve as a warning to anyone who underestimates her, because what they tried to use to break her only built her up stronger. Every foul, every headline, every shove is fuel. And Caitlin Clark, she's on fire. With each game, she's making history. With each bucket, she's silencing doubt. She's not just surviving under the spotlight, she's owning it.
I think that experiencing it, I love Caitlin Clark fans, but Caitlin Clark fans is different. They like C-Square, shout out to the gang, like different. They are very passionate people and like they gonna ride or die. Like
listen, Caitlin Clark is a god to her friends. She does no wrong. Do not play. Do not play with her fans.
Let's just say C-Square, I'm happy I'm on the right end of it.
We on the right end of the stick, baby, because they
hate to be.
Listen,
because
they love us right now. But if we go right left, it's over for us.
Yeah. Caitlin Clark fans, I love you back. I promise. Please stop. Like her fans, but like the one thing I would say about Caitlin Clark fans that I can't appreciate, they'll go anywhere she go.
Oh, they gonna travel. She gonna travel.
And
right there, right there
I just
with
think,
her.
Like it's super dope though because it's like they would literally go anywhere she go, and so she's built that kind of platform. I'm like, damn, that's lit.
The association, they gave us a gym that I paid for, not entirely, but they took money out of my check and I paid for it.
You better get the fucking full usage of that.
Man, I got hot tub, cold tub, weight room, full court basketball. Ron, I walk in today, I'm on one side working out, Caitlin Clark on the other side.
Really?
I look at myself, there you go, two fucking legends, Patty.
Did you say what's up?
You know I say what's up, but I'm not the type to say what's up to interrupt your workout because I don't like people to interrupt mine. She can shoot the shit out of it.
And the WNBA assist leader this past year.
She can shoot the shit out the ball.
She's a great shooter.
And she's one of those workout people, got to think, anytime I hit the court, I got to hit that bike. I'm older now, so I got to get on that bike and stroll for a couple 5, 6, 7 minutes. So while I'm strolling through the park, I'm looking at her shoot it. And she's one of those shooters where if you know as a gym rat, you guys know, like, damn, bro, why you throw that pass bad? Give me the ball in my chest. I'm like, oh, she's a gangster also.
She's lighting people up.
Throw me the ball the way I want it.
What drill was it? What drill was she running?
I don't know. She was doing a 2 in a row corner wing. And if you miss, you have to go back to the next spot. And if you missed again, you have to go back to the starting spot. She had a nice drill. I'm literally still in it.
That's nice.
And she was shooting the shit out of it.
Of course she was.
Right. So she was shooting the shit out of it.
And she's the face of the league.
Agreed.
She's the face of the league. Agreed.
Just have nothing but great things to say about who she is as a person. She's so welcoming and so warm as an individual that she can have a conversation with anybody. She's cut from the same cloth as me in that regard. You know what? Us Midwesterners, we tend to just, accept everybody with open arms. She was so kind to my family and everyone in the suite when she came to KC. So huge fans of Caitlin Clark.
So here's the real takeaway. You can try to push Caitlin Clark down, but she'll always bounce back higher. You can try to question her toughness, but she'll answer you with a triple-double. You can try to erase her moment, but she's already etched it into history. While others are out here talking reckless, Caitlin's building a legacy, quietly, relentlessly, unstoppably. If you stand with greatness, if you believe in letting your game speak louder than the noise, if you believe that class, grit, and talent always rise above the hate, then drop a CC100 in the comments right now. Show your support. Let Caitlin know the real ones are riding with her. Because this isn't the end of the story. It's only the beginning, and we're all witnesses.